That's right. That's called being present, Lila. When, because I think we've all had the experience where somebody's talking to us, and then they get done talking, and we didn't have a clue what they said. And why we didn't have a clue what they said is because we're listening to what we're saying to ourselves about what they said. As regular as breathing, Lilo, as regular as breathing, we're talking to ourselves. It's that little voice in the back of our heads. It's always talking. It never shuts up. And it comments on everything. And it certainly comments on what other people say to us. So literally, there's never one conversation going on in time. There's what people are saying to us, and then there's what we're saying to ourselves about what they say. And most people listen to what they say to themselves about what people say versus the other person. It really is powerful to actually listen to the other person.
So it's like I'm listening to you fully, 100%, being in the present moment, and there, what happens in that instant? Because you don't know what you're going to say next. So how is that created? How does this work?
Well, what happens then, and that's if I listen to you and I really hear what you say, then my response to you, whatever I say next, will be in a dance and appropriately correlated to what you said to me. That's what allows for effective communication. If you speak to me and I actually don't listen, I listen to what I make up about what you said. So for instance, let's say you were my boss and you said, David, your report is late. And then what I hear, like what I say to myself when you say that is, oh, she doesn't like me, oh, she never gives me a chance. Then I'll actually respond to my conclusion called, you don't like me and don't give me a chance. I might start arguing or defending myself. If I actually listen to what you said simply, the report is late. An appropriate response to that is, yes, it is, or no, it's not. And if it is, good. It's late. I apologize for that, and I promise to have my report on time next time. That's effectively communicating when you respond to what they said, not what we make up about what they said.
So when you don't bring your past and your future kind of thing.
That's another way to say it, exactly. Another way to say it, yes.
And so what's because I know Landmark puts quite a lot of emphasis on authenticity and integrity. Tell us about that and its role in communication and how important it is.
Thanks. Well, being authentic, or at Landmark, one of the things we really empower people in is being able to be authentic, true to themselves, who they really are. And again, by the time we're teens, preteens, teens, we've already taken on ways of being that aren't really true to ourselves. We become somebody that's not really who we are. Sometimes people become shy or they become quiet and reserved, but it's not who they really are. It's somebody they became. When people can see who they've become that's not who they really are, then again, they get to be themselves. They get to be authentic, who they are really. But the first step is distinguishing and being able to see who we became that's not who we really are. So that's a critical piece in being able to be authentically related with people, and it's a critical piece in being able to be fully self-expressed in whatever you're doing. Let's suppose you're you're working on a project. That to be able to be fully engaged in that project also requires that who you are being in that situation is really true to yourself. So that's a critical piece of the work. Integrity